We are going to be chatting about how to go from content consumer, that person who's online all day, scrolling Instagram, scrolling Facebook, watching YouTube videos, all that good stuff, and how to convert yourself, I guess, to being a content creator, someone who actually publishes videos on YouTube, someone who publishes photos on Instagram and videos on Instagram or IGTV, or who goes live. So I know a lot of people in here are have aspirations of being a blogger and influencer, and you just don't know where to start, you just don't know how to get started, or you've already started a blog or started a website and you just keep finding yourself falling off the wagon. You can't stay consistent, you can't figure out why it is that you can't consistently put out content, and so you come on here and you find yourself, like I said, sucking in and soaking in other people's content when you want to be creating your own. So that is what we are going to be chatting about today. Like I said, just doing a little intro. I am Anthea, travel and lifestyle blogger living right here in the beautiful Bahamas, and I just like to share my tips and share inspiration on how you can do the same thing that I am doing, how you can do the same thing that other bloggers and influencers are doing, who you love and whose work you follow. So I have a website. It is iantheasmith.com, and you can check out my travels, my lifestyle stories. You can check out outfit posts that I do, and definitely check out the section called Fairy Blog Mother. That's where I drop all the gems about what it takes to just live the bossy life you want to live this influencer life, to work that 9 to 5 and still work the side job, or to quit and do it all like I did. So definitely check out my website. But I think we're going to get started now. I see a few of you coming in here. Hi Shabrika, hi Danny, hi Roxy, hi Melissa. Thank you guys so much for joining in again. Just to get started, I am Anthea, and today we will be chatting about the 3 steps. I think 3 very important steps. 3 steps, like I said in my Instagram caption, if you have a commitment to consistency and a mantra for maintenance, you can definitely implement these steps to go from content consumer to content creator. So who's ready to get started? My husband gave me the great idea to plug my latest blog post. So I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, let me see if I can remember how this works. So check out my website, iantheasmith.com. The latest post on there is my 5 truths about being a Bahamas blogger. And I think it ties in so perfectly with what we're going to talk about today, because you can do all these things and be consistent and post consistently and just do what you gotta do online. But literally your location, my location, kind of hinders my success with being a blogger and with being an influencer here in the Bahamas. So definitely check that out, iantheasmith.com. But who is ready to get started for today's little session? I am super excited. I hope you guys find these tips very useful. So let's get into it. So going from consumer to content creator in 3 easy steps. So this is the overview, and these are the 3 things that I'll be digging into today. The first step is to prioritize your creativity. The second step, you have to envision your creativity. And the third step, which I think is super duper important, is you gotta respect creativity. So this is what we are going to be chatting about today. Grab your pens, grab your pads. I think I'm going to be giving a lot of good information, a lot of good advice, a lot of good inspiration for you guys to kind of get started on your blogger influencer journey, or to just kind of, jump back on the wagon and get back in there. So step 1 we spoke about is to prioritize your creativity. You have to prioritize your content creation in order to become a content creator. What that means is that you literally have to bake content creation into your daily life. You have to schedule it like you schedule your nail appointment, schedule it like you schedule your hair appointment, schedule it like you schedule your waxes and your spa days and your brunches and your Zoom meetings. You literally have to schedule content creation to be a content creator, right? And I have some notes here that you will see me looking down on my phone from time to time. So something you schedule, you have to do every week, every 2 weeks, every month? What is it that you want to do? Do you want to post every day? Do you want to post every month? Do you want to post twice a week or 3 times a week? You have to literally figure out the days that you set aside to make this thing happen, right? So the days that you set aside to schedule out your content creation are the days where you sit down with a calendar, a book, a notepad, whatever, and just write down, okay, I want to post a outfit post next week, Thursday. On the Friday, I want to upload this YouTube video. On Saturday following, I want to upload something to my Twitter. You literally have to take the time to figure out what it is that you want for your brand. And this is the planning part of content creation and becoming a content creator. Because I think people feel like the photos just fall out of the sky or the videos just somehow magically appear on your cell phone or on your laptop, and they don't. These things are literally planned and prioritized. I just pulled my husband aside the other day and I'm like, listen, I need some new brand photos. What are we gonna do? What day can we get together to shoot them? When are you available? What are the locations looking like? What are my outfits gonna look like? When are we going to do this? I know that I need new brand photos, and so I have to prioritize my day and his day. Lord Jesus, the ice cream truck come in. Can y'all hear that? Please put a 1 in the comments if y'all can hear that. But yeah, you have to prioritize your content creation, right? And I have here, it has to become a part of you. It has to become a part of your daily life. Whether that's taking a few days to create the content, to take pics for your brand, to write blogs, or just jot down ideas, or even just engaging online. You literally have to y'all, what y'all want? What y'all want? Ice cream sandwich? What y'all want? Listen, living in the Bahamas, you can hear an ice cream truck every now and again, okay? So don't be surprised. But let's get back to business here. You have to schedule your content, whether that's, like I say, jotting down ideas that you want to do, taking pictures for your brand, or just going online, signing in, and engaging with other influencers online. Ask yourself the question every day, whether your week starts on a Sunday or Monday, what will I do for my blog this week? What will I do for my content this week? What am I posting to IG or Facebook this week? And that will allow you to kind of sit down like I do. And I'm like, okay, I haven't posted anything in a while, or I have a bunch of ideas in my head. Let me just sit down and prioritize my creativity. Let me write down what it is that I want to do. Let me write down what it is, some of the content ideas that I want to share. Let me figure out what it is that I want to put out there to my followers this week. Ask yourself that every week. What do I want to do for my blog this week? That will allow you the space, the mental space, to just kind of prepare, to strategize, prioritize what it is that you want to say. I'll have a snow clone. What it is that you want to put out for your content that week. So the first step, as I said, you guys, is to prioritize your creativity. You have to prioritize your content creation in order to become a content creator. Ain't no way around it, ain't no way above it, ain't no way sideways of it. You have to make it a priority. And I think a lot of people kind of see being a blogger still and an influencer as, that little thing on the side. And I think we're going to talk about that more in our next steps. But it really is something that you have to make a part of your life, make a part of your daily life. You don't got to share everything. You don't have to go so deep. You don't have to get intimate, but you have to prioritize what it is that you want to do. What are you doing for your blog this week? So our second step is to envision creativity. I think a lot of people think that content creation is for everybody else. It's for everybody else but me. It's for the blogger who's already doing it and got 50,000 bloggers. It's for the YouTuber who's doing it and has 100,000 followers on their YouTube page. It's not for me. Why isn't it for you? And if you are on my mailing list, you will see that last week I spoke a lot about imposter syndrome, where we want something so badly, but we don't feel like we're good enough to have it. We don't think like it's ours to have. We don't think that we deserve it, and so we don't go after it. And I have here, the content is already created because the content is you. You have to see yourself as the creator you want to be. If you don't see it, if you don't envision it, then it's just not going to happen. And envisioning that content, that means that you have to literally turn your life, turn your brand, turn yourself into the content creator that you want to be. And sometimes I have that imposter syndrome. And in that same newsletter that I sent out, I spoke, and y'all always get on me for, not being a coach or not having these one-on-one sessions, but I'm working on it. And I spoke a little bit about how I have that little imposter syndrome, even with blogging sometimes, and you get to comparing yourself to other bloggers, and oh my gosh, she has this many followers, or she's doing X, Y, and Z. And so sometimes you sulk so deeply into what you're thinking that you ain't even creating, you just soaking in other people's content. You so busy concerned about how many bloggers she has, or how many followers she has, when you could be shooting some pictures. You so busy concerned about how many YouTube followers another blogger has, when you could be writing a new blog post. You see what I'm saying? So you have to literally envision yourself as the creator that you want to be. And I have written here, you don't need anything special to start. I didn't have anything special when I started being a blogger. The only thing special that I had, it was the can't even find the word, but I just wanted to do it so badly. I wanted to do it so badly that I wouldn't let anything get in my way. I was starting from scratch, starting with 0 followers, starting with a shoddy website, starting with an IG page that was private. My husband was like, you can't do this and want your page be set to private. Like, you can't do this and you don't want anybody to see what's going on in your life. And so I literally start from scratch, and I was just like, I gotta get this thing done. So the content is already created because the content is you, and content is everywhere. You can take one event and literally turn it into a full-on content machine. Like my christening for Farron, like I'm sure y'all already see the pictures started to come out, but the photos and the videos and the blogs will continuously be rolling. You can turn your home into content creation. A thought you had can be a blog. An idea you had could turn out into a FAQ video or a facts about me video. Just keep your ears to the ground. You can do an experience that you had. Like I had a blog that I started to do. For some reason, never finished it. It was my first time on a Ferris wheel because I'm afraid of heights. I am a punk. I do not like to go high. I don't do heights for anything. But my husband and I went to Atlanta last year, and I went on my first Ferris wheel. Experiences like that could be a video, a blog, a photo, a video on Instagram, or something for your IGTV, right? What are you wearing today? Did you just go to the shop, or did you just go online and order a gang of clothes? A video haul, a blog showing your clothing haul. The content is already there. You just gotta literally be on the lookout for it. If you're not on the lookout for the content, you ain't gonna never have the content. But you are the content. What you eat, what you drink, what you wear, where you go, what you experience, what somebody tell you, the advice you give somebody, the content literally is right there at your fingertips, waiting to be written, to be shot, to be edited. You just gotta go out and get it. So, did you take yourself to dinner? Did you spend a beautiful day at brunch? Did you just get these beautiful flowers from somebody, or run into somebody, a friend on the light, and y'all just had like the best conversation? I'm not saying to share every single part of you, but when content is ripe for the picking, like you know that, oh my God, my followers are definitely gonna love this. My followers are going to love when I share this piece of advice. So you have to envision, like you have to literally see yourself as the content canvas. Like you are the blank content canvas, and every single thing that happens in your life, every single person that's in your life, every experience, every moment could potentially be that content that you are so waiting to create and share. So I also have here, not all posts have to be dramatic. So it ain't gotta be the blogs that sometimes I know I go deep with my content and my blogs and what I write and what I share, because I just have so much to get out, and some of them are very inspiring and touch the core and they just go deep. And some of them are just a clothing post, like the one that I did on Sunday about what I wore to Farron's christening. Ain't deep at all. It ain't nothing serious. It's just showing you a pretty dress and what I wore, how I styled it, some nice photos, and that was it. But it's content. But it's on my blog, it is on my Instagram, and I have many more pictures to come from that, right? So you literally have to think, your mind has to run the gamut of what content means. Like I said, it could be something dramatic, it could be something serious, it could be something funny, something comedic, something inspiring, something entertaining, something educational, just a shoe post. I just bought 3 pairs of shoes yesterday. Let me show you all these shoes. That's it. It's content. It is content, and it is content that people are willing to see and people are waiting to see. So you have to envision yourself as the content creator that you want to be. What else do I have here? So simple posts like a clothing haul or a makeup haul, a recipe to your favorite meal or snack, your favorite hair or beauty products at the moment. Like literally everything in your life could be content. Again, you don't have to share everything. I don't share everything, but the content is ripe for the picking. You just gotta be on the lookout for it. I was in the middle of planning Farron's shower. I keep saying shower because the good Lord knows I'm so mad that we didn't get to have a baby shower. But I was in the middle of planning Farron's christening several weeks back. And one day I was like, oh, Jesus, I could turn this into a YouTube video about the experience of planning her christening. Had I not thought about it, had my brain not went there, I would not have had a YouTube video that I'm editing right now. So you just gotta always be on the lookout when you're doing anything, when you're reading anything, books you're reading, events you're going to, the last movie you saw. Would my followers like this? Should I share this with my followers? If the answer is yes, create the content, baby. Just create the content. All right, I hope I'm not moving too fast for you guys who are just getting in. I just saw somebody say that they keep getting knocked out, and we are today chatting about how to go from content consumer to content creator in 3 easy steps. And the first step was to prioritize creativity. The second step is to envision creativity, and the third step we will be chatting about today. Where is number 3? Don't tell me I download number 3. No. Anyways, number 3 is to respect creativity. I am so mad. Where's my slide? Anyways, the third step is to respect creativity. You have to respect the creative process. You can't discount it as some small thing. You can cast it aside as, oh, when I get to it. You pay so much money for a website or put so much work into setting up a website, and months pass, days pass, weeks pass, and you ain't posting nothing. You go through all the links, or you're trying to figure out why your Instagram followers aren't growing because you're not posting. Do you respect the creative process? Do you really respect being a content creator and what that takes? It ain't easy. It really ain't easy. And so I think in talking today with you guys, I think the most important thing that I want to share is that you really got to respect the process. You have to respect the creative process. Otherwise, you will always cast it aside as just something I can always get to, something I can always do. Ain't nobody checking no way, so I ain't got to do it today. And you will never see growth. You will never see just any sort of leveling up in this if you don't respect the creativity. So before I even saw my first influencer dollar, I made content creation a part of my life. It was something that I respected. I'm like, every week I gotta put out a blog. Every week I gotta shoot a new photo. Every week I have to think up a new idea, a new stream of content to share with my followers because I respect it. I respect the fact that you guys sign up for my email list, that you join me on live when I say join me on live, that you follow me and engage with my content. I respect the fact that some of you have followed me from Instagram to Twitter or vice versa. I respect your time. I respect your space. I respect your energy. So I gotta respect you and do the work. If you ain't respecting the creativity or respecting the creative process, then it's really just not going to work for you. And so I have here, because I wanted to go from consumer of content to creator of content, I had to do the work. I had to respect the work and then do the work. Even if it's just liking and sharing other people's work, it says, if just liking and sharing other people's work, but you have dreams of doing the same, you're hustling backwards. So you're on Instagram and you're liking up this person's video. You go to YouTube and like and subscribe and share their video over there. You follow them on Twitter and you engage over there, but you want to do the same thing. You want to do the same thing. You want to be an influencer. You want to be a blogger, but all you're doing is consuming other people's work. Why don't you create? You could consume and create at the same time. You ain't gotta pick one. You really don't have to pick one. You could literally consume and create at the same time. I do it. I follow a lot of bloggers, a lot of influencers, a lot of content creators, and I engage with their content all the time. I engage with their stuff all the time. But when I get off of that and I go to my laptop, now it's time for me to create, because I have people like you who are following me, and I have to show up for you. I gotta show up when you're looking for a new blog post or looking for a new video or looking for an inspirational fairy blog mother post on a Monday. I promise to be more consistent with that. But I have to show up for you. I have to respect the creative process, right? So the bloggers and influencers who've seen success are the ones who don't play about their content. I don't play about my content. I really don't. Sometimes I may have a day, a week, a month where I just have to go into a black zone where you don't see me as much, where you don't hear from me as much, but know that I am creating. Know that I am in the background figuring out which blog post to write next, figuring out which video to shoot next, nagging my husband because I would take some new pictures, or setting up dates with him to shoot a new video. That is constantly a conversation that happens in my house. And whether it's your husband who's helping, or a friend who's helping, or another blogger who's helping, you have to be constantly having those conversations with those people so you could be constantly creating. So it also says here that the successful bloggers know it's important, they know it's nothing to keep tossing to the side, and they don't see it as some hobby that they can pick up when they feel. Some people are like that and they'd rather just blog casually, which is fine. Some people don't want to be the content creator or influencer who uses it as their job, as their bread and butter, and that's okay. If it is a hobby for you, that's fine. But I know you in here and you want to know how to go from consumer to creator, because this ain't no hobby. Right? You want to make this something that you are serious about, and you want this to be something that you possibly could either make some side money from or some main money from. So you have to respect the process, respect creativity, and understand why it is that something that you literally have to just bake into your everyday life, right? I also have here, so someone told me one time, and I'll never forget it, and I wrote it down to put here, you respect what you put time into. Relationships, friendships, job, like I say, going to get your hair done, going to take a spa day, going to get a massage. You respect what you put time into. And if this is something that you really want to put time into and really want to show respect for, you have to put time into it. You have to set those days aside where you respect the creative process and you just create. So those are my really 3 quick steps, tools that I hope can help you guys to go from content consumer to content creator. Again, I will go through those steps for people who may just be coming in. So the first step was to prioritize your creativity. You gotta plan it out. You gotta write it down. You have to take those ideas that's in your head from your head to paper. Once you put it on paper, you gotta make it happen. That's how I operate. If you see me write something down, I have to make it happen. Ain't no way that they're gonna sit on some black and white paper and I don't make it happen. So prioritize your creativity, right? The second thing you have to do is to envision creativity, which means you have to see yourself as the creator that you want to be, right? The creator, the content literally is already there because you are the content. You have to see yourself as the creator that you want to be. The third step, which the slide I don't have today, for some reason it didn't download, but the third step was to respect creativity. So prioritize creativity, envision creativity, and respect creativity. So that is my little presentation. They say build it and they will come. I say maintain it and they will stay. Of course they can come. People who just start businesses, they love the first day, the first week, everybody's clamoring because it's new. They want to know what's happening, what's going on, how the food tastes, how the drinks taste. But if they don't come back, is it really a successful business? So building it is great, sure, but maintaining it is the real tea. Nothing else to take away today. Remember that. Building it is great, but maintaining it is the real tea.